Shanta Ishta, everyone. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm back for my daily tarot and oracle card messages. So today is Tuesday, Happy Taco Tuesday, April 30th. Almost ready for the first of the month. Rent is due, mortgage is due. Lots going on. So, yeah, just wanted to jump right in there and get a message out for the day. Got my sage going here, cleansing the cards. Taking a deep breath. Say a prayer. Great Spirit, please bless this reading. Please protect this reading. Protect me and my viewers and the whole world, everyone, from any less than positive influences on this reading. And make it so that we are clear, we fully understand your message, and that it's accurate and relevant to everyone watching. All right, let's get started. The moon. All right. We'll start with the moon, and we'll take the bottom of the deck too. Just felt the. There we go. Wow. Guys, lots of major arcana. Yesterday we had 2 major arcana, and even after I pulled the bottom of the deck here, we got there's another major arcana under there, the star card. So for those of you who are new to tarot, major arcana versus minor arcana. There's 78 cards in the deck, and 22 of which are major arcana. They are the more life transforming or part of the tarot. They kind of discuss a higher level of meaning. The minor arcana, they are more your day-to-day, kind of what's going on in your day-to-day. This is kind of like messages from above, messages about your journey, your overall journey. So we have the moon card here, and if you look at it, you got the moon there, with 2 dogs or wolves howling at it, and it looks like a lobster coming out from the waters here. So this is symbolic of, oh my gosh, so much emotion right now. If you're looking at the at the dogs howling at the moon, they're really trying to release, I feel. And as I say that, I take a deep breath. Release, I feel, is the main message of the card right now. So, there's no right or wrong to tarot. Everyone has their own take on the cards. Obviously, that's what they're there for. It's whatever you feel in the card. And for me, that howling at the moon, it's this inner struggle or emotion that needs to come out right now. Dealing with heavy things, shadow work, the dark side of the moon is what came to mind when I thought of that. It's the self that we don't usually show people, right? Our shadow side is the side that we tend to keep hidden. And I'm just trying to count these little drops that came off. I thought they were also 12. But anyway, yeah, it's the side of us that we don't want people to really see come up, right? But that is shadow work, and it's a lot to do with partners, right? There's two dogs, there's two pillars, there's two versions of the moon here, it looks like, right? There's a full moon and a crescent moon together. It could symbolize duality, but to me, this is partnerships. And it could be specifically because, of what I'm going through in my own life. But I feel that the way you're going to see yourself is through others, is through the reflection of others. And sometimes that's really hard. That's why relationships in general are hard, not just romantic ones, even though the romantic ones will trigger you the most. But all relationships, family, friends, colleagues, co-workers, we're bouncing back our image off of each other. And, the moon itself has no light, right? It's just a reflection of other light. And so, to me, this card right now, anyway, is really saying, look, there's a lot of shadow things that come up in partnerships, and to allow, right? To allow, look at this death card, right? So we got the moon and we got death. And death is ultimate transformation. This is the Scorpio card. And I'm a Scorpio sun. I have two planets in Scorpio. But this is, in order to transform, we need to, allow the shadows to come through our partnerships and transform them. And I've experienced so much transformation in my own partnerships lately. And I feel like that's huge right now. We had 2 full moons in Libra over the past, what is it, 2 months, month and a half, whatever, 2 months. We've had 2 full moons in Libra. I'm a Libra moon and I've got 3 planets in Libra. But with that being said, relationships are huge right now. Relationships were really affected with these full moons. And moving forward, relationships are going to be key to our evolution. And so we're seeing a lot of transformation in ourselves through the transformation of our relationships, whatever that is to you and whoever that is to you. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, but relationships are transforming. We are transforming. And, the more things change, the more things come up. So, you're going to see things falling to the wayside. I mean, this is, it's the death card. So it's things that need to die in order for new things to be reborn are dying right now. And, for me, the white horse symbolizes purity and like a cleansing right now. So it could be a cleansing of within relationships, which is what I'm experiencing. But a cleansing within yourself as well. So, yeah, I don't know if today specifically you've had any energy around this. I know yesterday after our first reading, the relationship thing got pretty intense. So if you're feeling that too, whoa, we're in it together, right? It's a collective. But please, Shante Ishta, everything. Don't judge it, right? For those of you who don't know what Shante Ishta is, it's a native term for non-judgment, single eye of the heart. Don't judge anything, circumstance, person, place, thing, whatever as good or bad, because it's all in divine plan. And you might have a judgment about someone not knowing their journey and not knowing their karma and not knowing what they came here to do or came here to teach you. So just allow the transformation to happen. It's going to happen regardless. So you can go kicking and screaming or you can go smoothly down the river. But, this is what's happening right now. Huge transformation in relationships. Very big. All right. Let's get our native spirit cards going. See what additional messages we have. Whoa, that one popped right out. Spirit Keeper of the South. All right, let's see if that one wants to come out again, but it came out right away. So Usually if that's the one, it will come out again. And I watched a video this morning, another reader, talk about boundaries as well. That was interesting. Spirit Keeper of the West. So it was the East and now it's the West. And another reader was talking about boundaries and protection, and that you're not going to be all things to all people. And you have to set boundaries in order for people not to pull you in multiple directions. And I feel that a lot. And so if that's a message for anyone, however you can say, look, no, I've done this much for you, but this is where I draw the line. I think that's a huge message in terms of relationships, because the status quo has it that we just give and give and give, and we do and do and do, and if we say no, that we're selfish, and that's just not true. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling vulnerable and just lacking energy and vitality, it's because you haven't protected your aura, you haven't protected your energy, and you haven't set the right amount of boundaries. So how to do that, there's lots of things that you can do. On a physical realm, you can incorporate crystals if you want. You can use sage or whatever to cleanse your own aura and keep your own space protected from physical and non-physical entities. But more so just really standing firm and knowing in yourself when you've given enough and when now it's time for you to receive or just take a break. Sitting in that quiet space, meditating on it, and just allowing that that insight to come to you. So, all right, let's see what Spirit Keeper of the West says. But to me, it's a beautiful card. Of look at the colors. Like yesterday, there's a lot of golds in this card. So to me, that's harvest and prosperity and abundance and beauty of all sorts. You can't. Since it's in the West, you want to assume this is a setting sun. You can't 100% be sure, but because Death card came out, this would be a setting sun. Something is dying. Something is coming to an end. The sun is setting on something right now, and it could be a relationship. Again, romantic, friend, whatever. But something is needing to end and close, and I got the chills as confirmation right now. But do you see the setting sun in the background here? Setting sun in the background. So definitely, it's hard stuff. The relationship stuff is the hardest stuff. It pulls at the heart wounds. I feel it right now, like I'm ready to cry. I don't know if that I'm feeling everyone's energy or what. It's been intense, but let it go, man. Let it go. Let it die. Don't cling to what was or the past or what is. The sun sets and it rises again, and it's never a same day. The day is never the same. And if you cling to that sunset and you don't embrace the sunrise, there's so much rejection and fractioning that goes on there. So, all right, Spirit Keeper of the West. Transformation. Letting go of the old. Intuition, initiation, illumination, harvest. Gather your inner resources. If it doesn't feel right, don't go ahead. Again, take the time. If you know you're feeling drained, if you're feeling taken advantage of, sit in silence and breathe, and then you will know what to do. Trust your heart. Chaos brings positive change. Almost all change comes out of turmoil. Don't be concerned if there's confusion in your life. It will all work out. The sun always rises. Yes, it does. In the medicine wheel, the west is the direction that symbolizes the fiery setting sun, autumn, the waning moon, and the time of harvest, and the tumultuous years of teenagers in the human cycle. Out of the chaos arise illumination and transformation. In order for the new to ignite in your life, it's necessary to let go of the old. I feel like a broken record. Like I've heard of that so many times, and I would love to find new language around that. You know, what does it mean to let go? As a Scorpio fixed sign, I've held on to things for lifetimes. And the breath allows the letting go of things, I feel. The breath and time. Time heals all wounds. Patience. Don't rush it. Grace. Pray for grace from God, from Great Spirit, from whatever you want to call the source of all. Because sometimes that's all that it is. It's nothing that you can do. Yes, there's a lot of things in our control. We are co-creators. Yesterday, I feel like the message was all about that, about us being co-creators. For some reason, this is feeling completely opposite. This is feeling like karma and grace, and you gotta let go of the things you can't control and understand that you do not control all things. And so it's beautiful how we went from yesterday to today, that transformation just within 24 hours. Oh man, lots of heart energy right now. Sweep away the debris. The spirit keeper of the West reminds us to slow down our rapid growth and harvest what we have attained. You can't keep going and going and going and going and going. What's the point of so much growth if you can't step back and be like, wow, look it, right? What is the point of it all if you can't stop and see and enjoy it? In the autumn, leaves are burned to make way for new growth. Release the dross in your life to make way for new growth. Stand facing the west, the setting sun. Imagine that all limitations and blockages in your life are flowing from your heart into the sun. As the sun sets, it carries with it your cares and concerns to be transformed by its purifying energy. Wow. Everything that I mentioned. Transformation, purity, purification. That white horse to me is absolute purification. Letting go, allowing the stuff to come to the surface that needs to in order to be washed away. Very good. Okay, guys, that's it for today. If you want a personal reading with me, definitely I'll leave my information in the description box below. ishtashante@gmail.com. You'll see it down there. And please do like, subscribe, and share if this helped you in any way. Shante Ishta.